Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. How is everything going for you? Are you excited to be having some time for yourself, only for yourself, to work on your dreams and get aside everything that is stopping you? I'm really excited about the weekend because I have more time to work as my husband is not working in his job anymore, so I can focus on my true passion, which is creating great value to help you to conquer your fears in business. Now, I hope that you are the type of person that is taking steps ahead very proactively into making sure that your life is beginning to look like a weekend. And I do this as well. A weekend to me would mean that I have more time for myself, but this would mean a few extra people around here to help with all the chores and everything that we have to do around the house. Now, I am not telling you this just to make you aware of my situation. Not at all. I'm telling you this because I want you to feel inspired and see which connections you can use to your advantage from what I have experienced. A great thing that I want you to know is that once you begin to understand the pattern of your thoughts, once you understand how they form and which is their purpose and how long is a thought going to be um, staying lying in your mind under the sun, then it's easier for you to become an observer and control everything that is going on there. When I say control, I mean that you get to be the one that decides when a certain state passes. Now, I am a translator, I'm an interpreter, and that's why I have chosen this topic for today. I translate English and French and Spanish and Romanian. I'm a native Romanian. This is my passion. I'm so passionate about foreign languages. But I kind of chose a different path with my professional life after testing some working on my own translations projects, which made me work around 19, 20 hours a day, and it wasn't necessarily for me, so I kind of left foreign languages as a passion. So here I am as a translator, as an interpreter, telling you and teaching you today how to interpret your thoughts. Now, one thing that you need to be aware of is that your mind is negative by default. It only wants to keep you safe. It doesn't like any of the changes that you make. Any change in your routine may be seen as a potential danger to your mind. Imagine this: millions of years ago, we used to be as humans in danger when we would go outside of our house, as tigers and lions and other huge dinosaurs would literally eat us up if we wouldn't be really extra careful. Now, in time, this fear of being alive, of keeping us alive, that our mind produces constantly, is now tied to change. Anything that you change in your routine may get your mind panicking, saying, "Oh my God, what are we doing here? You were fine until you began to do this. So why change anything? Simply stay as you are, and things will be great for you." Well, yes, this is our emotional mind speaking, but we as rational beings need and want to be the ones that take our professional lives to a whole new level. A great thing about the thoughts that you have. Let me tell you three major things that it's going to make your entire situation so much more easier once you understand this. A thought comes and goes in a matter of less than a second. You get to be bombarded by all sorts of fears and worries and limiting beliefs happening one on top of the other. You get to hear, let's say, a story about someone being bankrupt, maybe an entrepreneur you knew, someone that was going very strong, that got their business bankrupt. And it only takes this word bankrupt for you to hear if your mind is not trained yet. And it could be that within less than a second, in a millisecond, your mind would think, oh my God, if this happens to me, I'm going to lose everything that I have. What will my friends say? I'll be homeless. I'll be in danger. What will happen to my career, my dreams, my goals, my aspirations? What will I do if I lose my clients? And you may get to feel extremely overwhelmed and concerned and worried about literally nothing because your mind gets to make all sorts of assumptions and comparisons with what you already knew, with the things that you have experienced from other people, maybe. And it gets to be extremely protective and wants to keep you safe, even if you will not lose your life, you will not be in danger of losing your life if anything like a bankruptcy happens. Now, these two things that I mentioned so far, thoughts coming and going and fears moving very, very quickly, happening in less than a second, and then getting your mind eager and wanting to protect you, the second thing, this may be seen as a worried mother. I want to give you some tips and tricks to work with this because it's going to be easier to do anything once you begin to be an observer of your mind. When you have someone that you truly love, someone that's close to you, and they are very worried about your safety, what do? Do you start to fight with them? Do you start to be very aggressive? Or you can simply tell them, you know, I appreciate your help. Thank you so much for telling me about this. I know you are right. I'll be extra, extra careful. And I want you to know that I'll be 100% safe and okay. You'll see. Trust me. Now, when you say this to your mother, the second version, your mother, your mind is going to start to calm down and it'll understand that you are in perfect safety even if you do something that you haven't done before, maybe something that involves a new client, a new business strategy, a new business partner. And I want you to think about all the amazing things that you may be leaving aside because you have these mental blocks that are, again, normal and natural as a worried mother. But once you begin to simply observe these thoughts, don't fight them. Let go of this resistance that actually makes more harm than good. Now, when you get to be in control of your mind and you get to tell yourself things are going to work out in an amazing way, I am not 100% sure how things will develop, what will happen exactly, but I am really eager, very excited, and if anything goes wrong, I choose to deal with it then, and now I'm focusing on solutions only. I want you to create a business mantra, something that empowers you because self talk is the strongest, most amazing tool that you can ever use in your business, in your professional life, and in your life completely. What you need to do is to simply change the narrative, change the story that you have been telling yourself about maybe failure or bankruptcy or maybe getting fired from a job. Observe every single thought that you have in your professional life in order to acknowledge the fear and then change the wording to something positive, encouraging, and empowering. Let me know how this goes for you. I cannot wait to see what are your amazing experiences with this. How are you going to deal with these strong fears that may happen? But once you write them down, once you acknowledge everything that is happening, then you'll be able to simply change it to something positive and empowering. Do let me know in the comments below because I cannot wait to know more about your story and help you find the best solution with any worry or any fear that may arise. In the meantime, remember to check my website, roxanapopet.com. That is now a work in progress. I'm working on changing it, but you can find there the 7-step guides to permanently conquer your fears, an amazing visualizing exercise, a great technique that is going to help you achieve an unblocked mind and a fearless professional life. Have an awesome weekend ahead. Have a great Friday, and I will see you tomorrow with another great live topic.